All right, everyone, out here, first morning of the Kings of Cowtown Championship that TTO puts on. Out here for the first leg of the tournament. This is Eagle Mountain Lake. It is currently 6:47 a.m. And I believe we're doing it 12:30. So got like 6 hours, a little less than 6 hours to fish. Gotta make the most of it. So y'all stay tuned. Right there you go.
What? Why? I think I like it.
Or I had to crank on it to spin it to get it out of there. Put that other smoke though. Do this fast and then just go to the next point down and then bounce. Yeah? Yep. It's a decent fish. Yeah, that's a spot. Hopefully it's a spot. I thought it was bigger. Nope, large mouth. He wanted it.
Yep. Finally got your topwater bite in that tournament.
I mean, I've gotten a couple. I caught a 3.5 in Tawakoni last year in Bass Champs on a popper first thing on that shad spot bank. Oh my God, dude, stop. He's not gonna go right. First one of the morning on the popper. Unfortunately, not a keeper, but good sign. Maybe we get to the next point. Topwater blow up. It'll be bigger. It gives me hope though for the dam. Topwater bite. Yeah. Bite. Bigger. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. Good way to start things off.
Yeah, that helps.
Helps a lot.
Alright guys, good way to start the morning. Tristan caught one on topwater. Caught one on this. We found this spot as one of our last practice spots last weekend. And decided to start here if no one was here. And luckily it paid off for us. Nice 2 to 2.5 pounder.
That's why I will not throw a drop shot on him. Is it a spot though? It is a spot. There we go. We could leave here with 5 of those, head to the marina, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah. Keeper number 2. Not big, but it helps.
I wish that one I had on the popper would have been a spot, because that would have been a good weight spot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No way. Bro, he landed in, like, yeah.
Do not put that in the well.
Huh?
Do not put that in the
Oh,
well.
I'm putting him in the well.
Oh my God.
Hey, you never know. We need every ounce. I'm not gonna throw a keeper back until we have a limit. All right, guys, third keeper of the day. Little baby spotted bass.
Tried to tell him no.
Every ounce counts.
I think literally.
I'll cold clip them so easy removal. Huh?
whole clip weighs more than that.
He's so cute. He's kind of feisty. I'm surprised that with me ripping him out of the water like that he stayed on.
Yeah.
Yeah, school's starting earlier and earlier every year is definitely helping. Get the keeper. Spot, yep. Throw him in. Fish an hour. Still not great, but he's at least decent size. Like he's not like the one I caught, so. What was he on?
Keeper number 3, not much, but 4.
One thing I also like about this bait is it's the same price as any other big bite bait, but it comes 12 worms to a pack. That's pretty solid. Yeah. Big in?
Bigger.
Okay. He might go. Check him. He might do it. He might barely be over. Yeah, I got the book. He'll be close. He's long though.
$13 and change.
Spot. Yeah. Sadly, it's a largemouth, so it won't help, but another fish on the Nico rig. It would be nice to get shooting on the beach. There we go. That's a good one.
Like
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think we just keep fishing here. I mean, that's...
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
There is literally no reason why not. That's a good one.
Keeper number 5.
Just gotta get the little baby spot out now.
4.5 technically.
This tournament is going to put right around land. I still think they have figures in the boat. You need to do that. For the solo series for sure. Keeper? Oh, is he on the tree?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go on the weigh-in for the first leg. We'll let you know how we're doing after the first weigh-in. All right, guys, out here on Lake Worth now. Just got to our first spot up here in the river. We weighed in 6.29 pounds on our limit at Eagle Mountain, which doesn't sound like much, but the weights were really low and really tight. It was a really tough leg. Toughest I've ever seen Eagle Mountain fish in this tournament. And so we're in 23rd place with that out of 60 boats, and we're only like 3.5 pounds out of the top 10. So gonna try to catch 15 plus here to try and make that up so we can be in the top 10 heading to tomorrow. But the main thing is just get a decent limit. Anything over 12 pounds and we'll be happy. So y'all stay tuned. So my boat is, once we turn around, we just work our way all the way out of the river. Because if we haven't caught anything, is it Kentucky? Unfortunately, that won't help.
Start though.
It is a start. Almost 2 hours into this leg, but it's a start. You on that weightless? Huh? Proud of you. You don't have any more wacky kids? Big one? Big one, big one? Like, how big we talk? Okay, you might be onto something, Ian. Maybe we just need to slow down, throw a wacky rig and everything.
Yeah.
As scary as that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right? This should be the toughest part of the day. I was saying earlier, maybe it's Sanko. Was that little guy off that same tree?
No, he was in front of it.
He was just out of here?
Yeah.
That fish was like on the tree, right?
Yeah. Keeper number 1.
Oh, yeah. All right, everyone. So that's actually the end of the fishing content for this video. That was the only 2 fish we caught on Lake Worth. Ian did actually miss one more on a wacky rig on our way out of the river. That was probably about another 2-pounder. That would have helped a little bit, but definitely was not near as good as it was the week before in practice when we caught a 3.5 and a 5.5 and a 2. We're still confused about it. We don't really know what happened to the fish up there. There was a lot more people up there than when we were in practice. When we were practicing, we were the only boat up there, and there was probably at least a quarter of the tournament field up there with us. So, you know, could have been pressure and just not having enough room to spread out and cover enough water because there's a lot of boats up there, which we should have probably factored in when we made our plan for the tournament, but you live and you learn. Hindsight's 2020. So I believe that fish Ian weighed in at Worth was like 204, 207, something like that, nothing special. And so we were in, I believe, 33rd place after day 1. We dropped from 23rd to 33rd after Worth. We were 23rd after Eagle, then 33rd after Worth. The top 30 automatically requalify for next year's Kings of Cowtown Championship. And so we could have gone back out on Louisville on Sunday and fished to qualify for that, but we weren't honestly super concerned with that. Because we'll end up fishing most of the qualifying events next year anyway, and we have a pretty good track record in the Louisville qualifier. I think our track record in that is 1st, 7th, and 12th. So pretty good track record there in that tournament, so we're not worried about requalifying really. So we're just kind of waiting around after the Worth leg of the tournament after we weighed in to kind of see if we had any shot at all to get back into the top 10 because they pay the top 10 spots. And really, the way the payouts work, for you to actually make money on the tournament, you need to be in like 7th. So we were just kind of waiting around for them to post the results to see if we had a shot. And then they posted it, and we would have needed to catch like 24 plus pounds on day 2 on Louisville minimum to have a shot at potentially sneaking into the top 7 and getting a good check. And, you know, just from our practice the week before on Louisville, we weren't really on anything, and we just kind of made the decision. You know, Ian had a hockey game Sunday as well, that was going to be kind of iffy on if he was going to make it if we ended up fishing. So with the heat and having to drive all the way to Fun and Sun for weigh-in and probably not having a super realistic shot to get back in it, we just decided to call it and go home. So that is the end of our Kings of Cowtown this year. I believe we finished the event 40th out of 60 boats, and that's without even fishing Louisville Sunday. So it was a really, really tough event. All three of the lakes were fishing pretty tough. You know, Kings of Cowtown is always a tough event, but I believe that's actually our best finish ever in Kings of Cowtown is 40th place. So, you know, we did technically get better, and we were in decent standings after day one, just not well enough for us to keep going. So appreciate you guys watching. Next couple weeks of content after this week will be kind of a mix of things. We're going to, as I'm recording this right now, it is Friday, August 20 something, I don't know exactly. But we are going to Broken Bow, Oklahoma tonight through the rest of the weekend. Me and Ian and then our buddy Jeremy, we're going up there and we're going to try and catch some rainbow trout and some smallmouth bass in the river. We're going to film all that for you guys, so hopefully there will be a video or two from that. And then after that, it'll be, you know, just fishing content from practicing for the upcoming NTX Bass Elite solo series, the fall solo series that we started last year. Our first event is September 22nd in that trail on Ray Roberts, so we'll be practicing for that. We may also take a couple trips up to Texoma to look around because the TTO championship in October is on Texoma, so we might go up and pre-practice a little bit. So it'll be a mix of that kind of content, just practicing for the tournament, and then once September 22nd hits, it'll be fall solo series content and practice for that series, and the championships and stuff, just all of our fall tournaments going forward. And then we're also going to try and sneak in maybe some dove hunting footage since dove season opens a week from now. I know we're planning on hunting opening day and then the weekend after for sure at the very least, so we're going to try to film that for you guys and get some dove hunting content. And yeah, so that's kind of what we have coming up. We appreciate y'all sticking with us, appreciate y'all supporting the channel and supporting us, and we really enjoy making these videos for you guys, and we hope that y'all enjoy watching them. So appreciate you guys watching one more time, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine, yeah, I ain't taking orders in command.